G'day guys, One Man Clan, driving and chatting again in May 26th? 27th? I've lost track. Melbourne is in lockdown. Melbourne is in lockdown. Again. Well, you know, I mean, this is the AGR channel, I should be talking about AGR stuff. But, oh, hold on, I'm in traffic now. It's a complicated thing, turning right, and this guy's doing... I've got to get a webcam so you guys can see me drive. That would be the best video ever for amazing content. Maybe I would. I've actually got a camera. I bought it. Listen to me jumping from topic to topic around. Yes, it's unscheduled, what do you call it? Unscripted. And hold on, just get my head together. About to make a right-hand turn, and then you'll have my full attention. Why don't you edit this later? Oh, I could edit it, but then it would take time and effort, and you know. Okay, turning right, and beautiful. Which, by the way, for those that don't know, Australia we drive on the left, so turning right is the big turn. I'll tell you something funny, man. Jumping from fucking, oops, I swore as well. Damn it. Focus. Okay, I was in Greece, and I was driving, and. It in a strange way, it helped Grand Theft Auto, because on Grand Theft Auto is my main experience of driving on the right. And it actually helps. It helps. Okay, I'm driving now, I'm looking around, and people are walking with their masks on. Oh, that's the other one. We're supposed to walk with our masks on outdoors. So I'm seeing people, there's someone in the street, in the sunshine. Melbourne winter sunshine. Anyway, lots on my mind, lots to talk about. Hope you're all doing great as we enter the... Gee, how many years is this since we're doing this AGR thing? It's been... AGR sessions is 11 years. Jeez, man. Just think, if you took a photo of us playing in... or for that matter, any kind of TF, and took a photo now... You know how people have those photos they have where they stand in front of their cars when they're 18 and then show them again in their 70s and they're standing in front of their cars, and you know, I saw one with a couple, some American photo that was a beautiful old Cadillac or something, and they looked young, and the car was, you know, there, and then they took the same photo like 50 years later, and yeah, you know, that's a funny thing, death. On one hand, gee, how sad they look so old. On the other hand, well, they lived, man. Man, how many topics can I squeeze in here? This is not intentional. Anyway, let's talk about AGR. What's happening? As soon as I turn left at this intersection again. Okay. Cart. Let's talk about the cart. King of Ping made a suggestion that it was King of Ping, it wasn't Navigator. I always like to give credit to who gives these suggestions because I do appreciate them. And even if they don't go forward, it's still like I need to hear this stuff. I need to hear, you know, what people are thinking and what's working, what isn't. Obviously, you know, there's different people, different personalities who want different things, and what different version of what is fun and what isn't. And some people love doing things, and some things I thought would be really, really fun, and other people like, yeah, and other things I'm thinking, oh, okay. But for example, Berserker. I think Berserker's a lot of fun, but not many people use it. I think Jonan's using it lately with the laser for a deadly combination. You always find these deadly combinations. I'm always like, oh gee, I never thought of that. And on the other hand, axe throwing it's fine, it's fun, but it's not like. But people love it, throwing the axe and from across the thing, and it's quite exciting. It's like something new that has never been done before, and it's a special feeling. And of course, my brain starts going, well, what else is there that could be really a lot of fun that no one's thought of, or no one's really, you know. That's the ultimate thing, I guess, with this, is to come up with the greatest game in the world, and fine-tuned. And I don't know, you can't make everyone happy. But anyway, back to the cart. What's been happening with the cart? Someone suggested that. I think it was King of Ping. I'll give him the credit. I think it was. And because the payload, what's known as TF2 payload, which I've ripped off. That's a nicer way of putting it. Appropriated. As its current form is, the cart starts off in somewhere, and then when red touch it, it moves forward, and obviously, when blue touch it, it stops moving forward, and it heals. I think it heals red. I don't think it heals blue. Anyway, go through the intersection. And then it gets to the end. There's no blue gets points every 5 minutes. Does that how it works? I don't remember now. I don't think blue gets points. I think it's just set on it. No, they do. Anyway, the point is red doesn't get any points until right at the end. And it's like you win or you lose, and if you can get to the end, you win. If you don't, you lose. That kind of thing. And the way the TF2 payload works is you have sections, and let's not talk about TF2 because it's been ages since I played it. But anyway, the suggestion was made to have so that when the cart goes forward, it gets a certain, in the code I have trouble figuring out what to call this, sections, waypoints, there's a lot of waypoints. Let's call them markers. Okay, I couldn't think of a bloody name for them. Let's call it a marker. A marker is a position in the path of the cart where if you go to that position, you get some kind of points or reward, and it doesn't go backwards from that position. So you get the feeling of advancing rather than potentially going all the way back, which I thought was fun. The idea of, because from Blue's point of view, you could possibly make the cart go all the way back. Oh man, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a good idea. Blue always get the chance to salvage it. Because let's face it, Blue is the tougher team. Blue's the team that needs help in this game. Anyway, oh damn it, now I'm having regrets. Anyway, let's the current version, which I did, the latest version, which in the last couple of days I did, works like this. The card starts off in the position, the initial position, and then you red touch the thing, and as it goes forward, it hits a marker at some point. I haven't quite figured out how many to put on. Let's take Town 4. So Town 4, you hit the thing, you go around the corner, and there's a position there. I should have done a visual. Anyway, whatever. You get to a certain position, and then clink, red scores at this marker. And for argument's sake, so let's say there's 10 of them around the map. So every time red reaches one, so red gets points every time they go on a marker. It's like a cap. That's the cap. And there's 10 markers, and if you get to the end, you can win. If you don't, you lose. So it's the same as now, except red do get points during the game for each marker, and the cart does not go back. When it goes backwards, it only goes back to the last mark. It doesn't go back all the way to the beginning. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's a bit too tough for Blue now, man. Anyway, so here's the deal. And this is all, this is all up for revision. It's all a work in progress. It's experimental. So it'll only be available Saturdays, I think. Of course, if no one shows up Saturdays, there's no way it gets to be tested. So, anyway, whatever. So try to show up Saturdays, dudes. If it's for 1 hour, half an hour, at 2300 GMT. It's been mixed the last couple of months. Sometimes people, one week no one showed up, the other week everyone showed up, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so as it stands, so red is only the latest revision. Red. Touch the cart, it moves. When it gets to the first marker, red get points. A little flag comes up out of the ground letting you know that point has been reached, and the cart will not go back from that point. But I added an extra thing as well, which is after red scores, after it hits a marker, the cart stops and there is a, I don't know, 30 second, 60 second, 30 second pause. 60 second, 30 second pause. Where everybody can get in position and prepare the next route. So it's not like a continual boom, 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 boom. So blue get a chance to go there and set up the defence. And this pause is like a pre-match. No one can, you can't damage anything. You can't set off debts. And something else, I forgot what it was. Oh man, I'm turning left at this street. I'm looking at this skyline, and they're building. There's some disgusting building there. They've already started. You can see where the building's going to be. We're losing sky, dudes. Melbourne. Every time they build a building, the skyline changes, and you're losing light. The city gets darker and darker and darker. I think I mentioned a couple of months back I went to a town called Geelong, which is near here, and I hadn't been to Geelong for many, many years, and I felt, I don't know, this. It's like a sentimental, nostalgic, like a memory, like being someplace I hadn't been. And I'm not from Geelong. Then I realised I was in the city centre, and it was so bright. I thought, of course, because it hasn't got high rises everywhere. And I thought that's what Melbourne used to be like in the city. It was a bright, clean, bright, fresh feeling. Whereas this concrete jungle, this, I thought you were talking about AGR. All right, I'm talking about AGR, but dudes, this is on my mind. It's, Melbourne's becoming uglier, dudes. I don't know what's happening in the town you live, but the whole world seems to be, and the skyline, it's like the sky, they're stealing our sky. It's going up and up and up and up and up and up, and I'm getting claustrophobic in this. I need to move. If you guys love your town, it's a beautiful town, let me know. I'm thinking of moving. The US, I don't know. Where would I go? On one hand, I get to have a gun and protect myself. On the other hand, I don't want to need a gun to protect myself. I don't know, man. Anyway. Okay, there's coppers on the left. They're coppers. Okay, I've got to not talk now. Okay, still watching me. And... okay. Cops might be behind me. Oh, let me see, on the run from the coppers. There's a 5 kilometre zone I'm not supposed to leave because of this lockdown from the China virus. Mr. President, why do you keep calling it the China virus? Because it comes from China. It's Chinese. Do you miss Trump? I bet you everybody misses Trump. You know, it was funny. It was entertaining. Everybody loved him. Now Biden's like, come on, man. And he's no one criticising him. Completed apartments on the left. Jeez. I'm gonna get a dash cam. Start doing. Okay, this is really self-indulgent, probably really boring, going on and on. Let's talk back to AGR. So anyway, that's the cart. That's about it, really. Let's see how it goes. The pause to get people to get their heads together to try to defend. And I'm a bit concerned, thinking now that maybe it's just too tough. If Blue might be thinking, you know what, if it's too close, it's not going back, so what's the best they can do? You know what I mean? Because in its current form, Blue has the chance, if they stall Red enough, they could potentially take the cart all the way back to the beginning, which is heartbreaking for Red. And again, this comes down to a tasting. I like the idea of being heartbroken in the game. I like the idea of dreams shattered and drama and always a chance you could do something amazing. Oh, look at that, we took it all the way back to the start. Suffer, Red. All that work for nothing. And, you know, some people will be like, some Reds might be like, oh man, oh, come on, we can do it. Oh, and the emotions get very high. But other Reds could be like, oh, screw this, man. No, it's too tough, I can't do it. And this is the trouble, man. Let's talk about the two big flaws of AGR. The two big flaws. Flaw number one is it's not newbie friendly. It's tough. We've been playing for many, many years. You know, I'm an average player. No, I have my moments. I do I make some terrific decisions. especially lately, I've been getting some amazing, like just intuitively figuring out where the enemy is and throwing a blind grenade around the corner, timing it when I think they might be there. But I throw a lot of grenades. Anyone who's watched me throw. Anyway, my point is that I don't consider myself, this guy's better than me. And so I shudder to think someone completely new, like some 14, 15-year-old. I don't know, man, who's the target market here? Who's the new person that's going to join? As I've said before, my first impression of custom TF many years ago, coming from TF, was confusion. All these ways of dying, I didn't know what happened. Getting zapped, the field generators, getting sniped was one thing, but getting stabbed. And anyway, so that's the first flaw of AGR, is I think it's too tough. It's too tough for beginners, or for people that can't handle not winning. But as I've said elsewhere in one of the FAQs, that it is a team effort. So if you're shit and you've got some good people on your side, then they'll help you out, and you can obviously don't go forward. The people are still doing it. Attack as a team. That's right, Jonan. You've got to attack as a team, and I keep saying that, but I've seen recently it was a Z7 or something. I keep saying, guys, it's attacking groups, and no one was doing it. It's like, come on, man. There's no point. Blew all together in one room, possibly, right next to their respawns. So when you're going alone, it's basically 1 versus 5, 6, 7. It can't be done. And if you destroy the sentry gun, terrific, and then by the time you get back, they've rebuilt it. Anyway. So it's too tough. It's the first flaw. And the second flaw is that you don't get individual scores. And I think people want to see individual scores. They want to say, I won, I was the best. Who was the best? And you know what? I'm assuming it'd be too difficult. I think TF2 has, you get points if you do certain achievements. Like if you're a spy and you help someone, or the medic guy, if someone gets a kill whilst being inspired by you. I forget the actual maths of it, but I mean, I can't imagine it. Imagine how complicated it would be doing AGR to figure out. What if someone's got a sentry gun and it's nearly dead, and I come and I fix their sentry gun. How many do I get the credit now for the kills of that sentry gun? They built it. And what if that's all I do all level is fix your sentry gun, repair it? Or a hacker, or a spy. What's the value of a chap if no one's around? I suppose you can just figure out how many kills people get with you. Maybe you could figure it out. I'm saying it can't. I'm imagining it can't, but I haven't actually tried. It's not in the spirit of it, though, the teamwork saying, how did I do? But then if the scores are based on your team achievements, then it would. For example, snipers. One of the reasons I did this, by the way, and the reason for the death cap, is because I hate the idea of these snipers ignoring the game, basically, and just sniping away, and who cares about caps? It's just fun sniping people, and I wanted them to be punished. So every time the flag was capped, I wanted them to die. And if a blue dude didn't defend, I want him to die. And the red dude, who wasn't helping, I want him to die as well. I want him to have some kind of suffering. Anyway. So how could snipers be rewarded? I guess. Anyway, it's all subjective and who's worth what and blah, blah, blah. And it's not in the spirit of the team effort, because I love the team effort. But then again, as I say, if you planned it that way so that it is so you are rewarded for team achievements, then it could be done. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. Babbled on long enough, and I hope you're having a great 2021 so far. What is it, January, February, March, April, May? Jeez, we're halfway through? Damn. All right, I'll see you 2300 GMT this weekend, every other weekend. until Mother Nature takes this life away from us. Here all the way, baby, till the end. All right. That week was inspiring. I don't know. I will see you guys